Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are here from my Coach Sierra page, I just want to say thank you so much for clicking the link and following the my page and everything that I am creating and producing within the healing industry. Just a little bit about me. I am a licensed massage therapist. I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, and I pretty much love all things psychology. Due to my own personal experiences, I have just fell in love with the reasoning behind things and understanding and just pursuing awareness. The series that I am going to be really diving in and opening up is the difficult men. So, this will be the first episode for dating difficult men. And this does not just limit it to dating. If you are in love with a difficult man, or if you have had past experiences from difficult men and you find yourself attracting the same type of man, which is difficult, then this is the series for you. Or if you just want to learn about the difficult man because you're on the outside looking in and you see how the dating scene is going and it kind of scares you or it intimidates you and makes you not even want to get involved, then this also is a good series for you to listen in on. So tonight, or today, wherever you are, I am just going to be talking about the characteristics of difficult men, why it is so hard for you to walk away from difficult men, and why you find yourself attracting these difficult men or even accepting these difficult men. So I'm going to have to look at my computer and then come back to you because I wrote down specific key points of the characteristics of difficult men that I want you to know. And it's kind of long. So I don't want to miss anything. Where is it? I definitely don't want to miss anything because these characteristics are so important that you become aware of, so that the moment that you find yourself experiencing this from a difficult man, you understand what's going on. My biggest concern with women in general is that sometimes we are so blind and naive to the situations and the relationships that we connect ourselves to because we want to be loved and we desire and crave this love, attention, and energy. And it gets to a point that we just start to accept anything and not really fully understand the damage that it's doing. And so my mission is to help women heal. At the same time, that is dependent upon you and the choices that you make. So, I and other people that choose to talk about things like this, we can tell you this information until our lips are blue, but if you don't apply the information or if you don't really take it to heart and do something with the information, then it won't work. So the characteristics of a difficult man. Number one, he is typically busy and he's he's not very busy with you. He's only busy with you when it is most convenient for him. Often he will flake out when you really need him or when you really want his attention or crave him. That would be too easy for him to make it easier for you or to make himself more available to you. A difficult man is not this man that's easily available for you. It could be a variety of different things. It could be his work, it could be his children, or just a lot of a lot of things. They could be valid reasons, but oftentimes you feel last. You feel like an option and not a priority. That is the first characteristic of a difficult man. The second characteristic of a difficult man, selfish and manipulative, which is a double whammy because he's selfish in regards to where it is all about him. It is all about his needs. Your needs getting met is least priority to him. His needs getting met is the most top priority to him. And so then he's manipulative because he comes off as if you're doing him this favor, like it's your honor to be pleasing him, to be dating him, to be spending time with him, the time that he does allow you to have. That's your pleasure. So that's manipulation, because it's like, okay, well, yeah, I do want to be with you. I do want to talk to you. I do want to connect with you. And I do want to make you happy. But at the same time, I have needs too. I have wants too. But for whatever reason, your needs, your desires are an inconvenience. They're just like, okay, well, you're either gonna wait, or we're just gonna move forward, and that's probably what's best anyway, because I know what's best. Difficult men, they typically know everything. Like, they know what's best. They know that they're not doing anything wrong. And I'm being sarcastic. So they know that they're not doing anything wrong. They know that they're giving you their all. They know that they are being this, they're good. Like, everything is good. They I'm not sure if it is intentional or it's unintentional. Every circumstance, every person is different, but a lot of times these difficult guys, they just don't really see where they're wrong at. It takes a lot for them to see that they are wrong, or that they are making things complicated for no reason. The next characteristic of a difficult man, emotionally withdrawn. So he's that guy that has up that what's that word I want to look for? He's very guarded. He's numb, he's cold, he's hard. He's very, that emotional connection that you want to have. There are moments where you do have it and you feel like you're getting somewhere with him emotionally, but then after the moment has gone, he's right back to being difficult. He's right back to being shut off and closed off. This could be due to trauma. This could be due to him not really trusting you. This could be due to him not really trusting himself, because he knows that he isn't being 100% faithful or 100% honest with you. So his reasoning behind his emotional withdrawn has very little to do with what you're not doing or what you are doing. Where we make the mistake at is when we try to love him more, and we try to shower him more with affection and shower him more with attention and give him all of this energy, thinking that will make him loosen up, that will make him more warmer, make him more loving. That doesn't work. So the next characteristic of a difficult man, he knows how to have a good time. Definitely, you have the funnest time with these guys. I mean, these guys can be a lot of fun. They make you laugh. Usually when alcohol is involved, or casual times, or even maybe you're around his family, maybe that's a good time. So whatever y'all good time is, even if it's sexually, y'all know how to have a good time. But as far as the emotional intimacy, the thought-provoking conversation, that real connection, the things that really add substance and value to a relationship, a difficult man makes that extremely difficult. You try to go deeper, you try to ask questions that would require him to open up to you and let that guard down, but often he does not. Something happens where he can't. He won't. He flips the conversation back to you. So now you're the only one opening up. You're the only one letting your guard down. So getting deeper with him, getting deeper with him is a no-no. The gist of the relationship with the difficult man is to have fun. Is it for just to be a good time? So that could be traveling, that could be shopping, that could be him splurging on you, that could be him using you for what he wants to use you for, especially sexually. But as far as like intimacy, growth within a relationship, that is not his motive. The next characteristic of a difficult man, he plays victim a lot. So oftentimes we get tired. We get distressed and stressed out when we feel like, okay, I'm giving my all to this person. I have completely let my guard down. I've let him into my heart. I'm in love with him. I love him. I think about him all day and night. I'm reaching out to him. I'm putting him first. I'm not even talking to other people. You're committed. You're doing all of these amazing things for this difficult man. And you come to him and you're telling him what you need and you're telling him what you want, and he just plays the victim. It's like, no, this is, I'm doing this because you did this, or you didn't do this, or because I'm going through this. Like, there is always an excuse, and he's always the person that is, poor me, like, poor me. So he's never taking responsibility for his actions or his energy that he is putting into the relationship. The next characteristic, like I said, he has a very hard time taking responsibility. So admitting to fault is not something that he's really going to do, because if he does that, then that would mean that he would have to change or adjust, and that would require him to take an easier route to a solution. And difficult men don't want to do that. They want to be hard. They want to make things hard and complex and complicated. The next characteristic, he rarely sees things your way. So you can be having a conversation with him and it's like it's going in one ear out the other, or even if he tells you that he understands and that he'll work on it, he doesn't, because he doesn't really see things your way, because he's unapologetic in his approach to love. He feels like what he's doing is warranted. And so, a lot of times these difficult men, they already have this mindset towards women in general. They already have this this preconditioned notion about love, due to maybe trauma, due to resentment from other relationships, or this is how they seen their father love women, or they did not have a mom. There's so many different factors into why they behave the way that they do. But he's not really going to see things your way, and a lot of times he will refuse to see things your way, because seeing things your way will require him to let his guard down, and will require him to be vulnerable. Vulnerability does not come from a person that is difficult. Vulnerability comes from a person that is soft and easy and warm and understanding and compassionate. Difficult men are not very understanding or compassionate. The next characteristic, they condition you to believe over time that their behaviors are acceptable. As the relationship goes on within time, the things that they are doing, they will always try to persuade you that nothing is wrong. They will always try to persuade you that, hey, me not calling you at night is okay because I'm working, or I'm tired, or talking at night is not that important. Or, hey, I can disappear on the weekends because I have a life too, and I have friends, and I understand that this might make you feel suspicious, or it might make you feel unhappy, but I have needs too, and so I don't have to really talk to you. And this is normal behavior. This is what a healthy man would do. This because I am a healthy man. No, no, ma'am. When something is being done within your relationship that is truly upsetting you or making you lose your peace, or you know that that's not how you want to be treated, then it's not acceptable. It's not healthy. You're not overreacting. You're not being dramatic. You're not being demanding. You're not wanting too much. We are part of a generation, and we are in a culture where we are accepting nonsense and calling it love. Are we're just going through so much for no reason. Simply put, all because we say that we love someone, but it comes down to a point where it's like, when do you really love and choose yourself? And why isn't loving you more important than loving this difficult man? The last characteristic of a difficult man, he will tell you that he is just taking his time. If you're in the beginning stages, or if things are still kind of early where you're like in that 1 to 6 month range, he will tell you that he's taking his time, and that's part of the reason why he is doing things that moving the way that he does. If you are past the 6 month mark and there has been years behind this relationship, then he will convince you, or try to convince you, that everything is normal. That, what are you talking about? We're good. I'm good. I'm happy with you. You're happy with me. Like, we might not be perfect, but we're good. And, guys use that all the time, where things aren't going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but things still need to be healthy. My dear, you still have to be happy. You still have to be treated like a queen. He still has to reverence you and put you first. And your love language, those things that really make you happy and really speak to your soul, those are the things that he should be doing. And so if he's not doing that, and he's making things complex, and he's making you feel like your wants and needs are difficult, then staying in this type of relationship is really like taking poison every day and hoping that you don't get sick. It's really like you're fighting fire with fire. You cannot thrive in a relationship with a difficult man. Now, there are instances where difficult men do change. They do change. They do get better. People do change, and people do get better with therapy and with God, and with realizing the error in their ways. But a lot of times these men, they don't realize the error in their ways. They don't realize the impact that it's having on you, so they don't want to change. They don't see a reason to change. And unfortunately, there are so many women in this world, and there are women that will put up with that. And if you have proven to be one of those women that put up with it, and he sees that, then he will always try to reel in on that. He will always try to take advantage of that, because he sees your loyalty with him, regardless of how difficult he's being. So, last but not least, those are the characteristics of a difficult man. But before I close out on this part of the series, I want to talk about why it is so hard to walk away. Oh no, why you like the difficult man. A difficult man, the person that he likes is usually easy. Not easy like you're just with anyone and everyone, but easy as far as like you make things easy. You pick up the phone, you text back, you make time for him. It's never a problem. He doesn't want to be with a difficult woman, because then two difficult people together, it would not work at all. Like, they would never see each other, they would never talk. it would always be problems. Like, that wouldn't work. But since you are easier and more open to him, then this is the relationship that he would be most beneficial in, that he would receive the most reward in. You are attracted to him. It could be for various reasons. You know, the difficult man usually is very ambitious. He usually has X, Y, and Z, whether it is status or power, or you see something in him and you want to help him, or you want to love and nurture him back into someone else or something else. But as you go on, you will realize that you can't change people. People can only change if they want to change. People can only change if they see that they need to change. So those are the characteristics of a difficult man. As we move forward within this series, I'll be opening up more, especially about the psychological side to this, the trauma bond, the abuse, and the impact that it has on your psyche. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you could share this video with someone that is struggling or find themselves intertwined with a difficult man, you are not alone. I have been there. We all have been there. But things do get better, especially when you pursue your healing and you get a better understanding of what it is that is taking place. Thank you so much for listening, and until we meet again, take care.